Hey guys, welcome to Brawler Brainstorm, a series where I look at different franchises represented in Smash, and some that aren't represented in Smash, see what characters from those franchises could be newcomers in the new Smash for Switch. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Punch-Out. So Punch-Out. We have the main character, Little Mac, who made his playable debut in Smash 4, but before that, he was an assist trophy in Brawl. Punch-Out started out as a Nintendo arcade game and rose in more popularity with the NES title including Mike Tyson. Little Mac is a classic and fan-favorite character who I'm confident will return in Smash 5. Little Mac in Smash Bros. Is a little weird, as everyone knows. Also, his moveset is all real boxing moves, which isn't that weird since he only does a short number of attacks in a series, and he is a boxer. But what about his opponents? Little Mac totally could have done what Ness did and make his moveset out of what other characters from his games do. Because of this missed opportunity, maybe we can see a Punch-Out opponent as a new character. I feel like this might not happen, but it would be great to see them. They could also have a unique factor like what they do in Punch-Out, where the more punches they land, the faster they get. Now, who would take this spot? I'm going to look at every boxer from the Wii version of Punch-Out to see who could get this spot. The only reason I'm looking at Punch-Out Wii is because that's the most recent game in the series. Let's start with Glass Joe. I honestly don't see him being playable. Maybe he can be a Joe character and for his final smash he can put on his headgear, but that would just be a waste of potential. And I feel the same way with Von Kaiser. He isn't too unique, despite having more moves that could be used for a moveset. Then there's Disco Kid, who I see having a bit of a strong chance. He has more unique moves since he has a combination of dance moves and boxing attacks. Also, with the idea of boxers getting faster, what if you can tell when you're at max speed when Disco Kid's idle dance becomes his idle dance from Punch-Out Wii's title defense? What about King Hippo, the boxer everyone looks at to be added into Smash Bros? Well, guess what? It's never gonna happen. He does not look like he can jump, which you need to do in Smash Bros. I think instead King Hippo could be a boss character in a boss rush mode. More on that topic another day. Piston Hondo. He has a lot of potential for a moveset, like counters, quick jabs, and what about his uppercut where he hops around, changing direction like a roll while charging, then he does his attack. Also, the Hondo Rush would be his final smash. I think he has a good chance of taking this spot. Bear Hugger is another King Hippo situation, where I don't see him being able to jump. Though I can see this guy being an assist trophy and using his bear hug instead. This next one I feel has a super high chance of being a Punch-Out newcomer. Not only can he fly and teleport, but he has counters, jabs, uppercuts, and he's got a lot of special moves that he can use for specials and his final smash. Great Tiger has a lot of potential and will fit perfectly in a Smash Bros. Roster. Don Flamenco is another character with some potential, though I don't see him getting in. If he does get in, I can see him doing a lot of counters and flamenco dance style punches like in Punch-Out, and he can use his Rose Flurry for his final smash. Next, we have Aaron Ryan, who would be so much fun to have in Smash Bros, mainly because of how he fights. He doesn't just use boxing punches, he also throws elbows, headbutts, and did I mention he has horseshoes in his boxing gloves? He also has a weapon which I feel he can use for moves like his get-up attacks, maybe his up special, and of course for his final smash. He would be a fantastic newcomer. I can see Soda Popinski working too. The only thing is he doesn't have a lot of moves to work with, but if he is in, you can probably track his speed based on how red he gets, and maybe he can have some weird attacks like throwing an empty soda bottle or something. Then there's Bald Bull, who would be a good choice. He has attacks that have short and long versions, he can have really hard hitting moves, and he would definitely use the Bull Charge for his final smash. Then we have Super Macho Man, who has a lot of moves he can use in his moveset, like hooks, uppercuts, and clothesline spins. I see him having a lot of potential and using some of his taunts and funny catchphrases from Punch-Out Wii. And the Super Macho Clothesline Spin would be his final smash. Finally, we have Mr. Sandman, the final boss of Punch-Out Wii. Mr. Sandman has so many moves that can be used with fast and slow versions of most of them. I can see him being in Smash Bros. Because of his appearance as the final boss in multiple Punch-Out games, and because of the potential for moves. So, these are the boxers I think are most likely. Maybe they'll choose a boxer that appeared in both Punch-Out Wii and the arcade Punch-Out, since that was recently added to the Switch's arcade archives. Maybe if the arcade Super Punch-Out gets added to the Switch eShop, then maybe boxers from the Wii version and the Super Punch-Out arcade game can have a higher chance of being in Smash Bros. As well. Thank you for watching, and the next episode we're going to be looking at Capcom characters, so stay tuned for that.